Oh, that's not going anywhere. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Whew. Thank you. Alright, the tier 2s are back and they're not happy. And they're playing the negative music that they do because they're negative people. Why can't you guys just have a positive outlook on life? I don't think I can actually reach where I'm trying to go. Yep, I can't. I have to find my way back into the main staircase area, basically. Nope, nope, nope. There's a lot of explosions happening over here right now. I believe I need to loop... Oop, watch out. I believe I specifically need to go back the staircase and climb to a higher spot. Because where I am right now does not connect to where I'm trying to go. Unless I misread the map, but I'm pretty sure there's no way up. Yeah, I'm fairly sure again. Let's go through this ability room. He really, really wants me to corrupt them. You know, it's always weird when somebody refers to their own way of doing things as corruption. Really, people only really like refer to antagonistic forces as corruption, not really their own forces usually. But I guess if you're going all like Lovecrafty, I guess maybe like you're dealing with things that fully buy into their own evil nature. Or maybe they take pride in corruption or something. Ow. Another one! I'll take it. And I'll try not to die, because that'd be bad. But I do want all the abilities I can get. And I'll try to remember to actually attack the thing in the middle this time when I'm done, and not make the same stupid mistake twice in a row. Taking a little damage, but not so bad. Just trying to keep an eye on my shield to make sure it doesn't completely fail, hopefully. Wow, the Lith is in a hurry, isn't it? Basically just taking out everybody else while it just kind of roams around, because it's not even tracking me very well. Oh, still more. That's satisfying. There we go. Yeah, I totally did just stupidly walk away. Shield overdrive, that sounds neat. I totally did just stupidly walk away last time without looting the freaking thing. That is the reason you do the thing. But in my defense, I'd already gotten a special loot item, so like there was reason to think I was done, even though I was obviously not done at all. Where's the glittery noise coming from? Somewhere left, I think. There you are. How are you over there? I want you. Gimme. There are ways up from way back there. Maybe I should try that, just to try to figure out how to get to that thing. Ow. Ow. Can I do this? No, you can't. I was like, okay, you can't roll through it, but what if I could dash through it? You can't dash through it. Everything I do is wrong and stupid. Don't do the things I do, they're all wrong and stupid. These ceilings are also real, as it turns out. Hello, glitchy texture. How you doing? I will now climb up instead, in the beginning of this chamber. See what secrets await me here. It might be the exact... Is it the exact same platforming puzzle I already did just a moment ago? Because I think it is. Oh. Okay. Start a little late, but yeah. The whole thing where it's like, oh, there's a geyser and it's in the way, you better, like, touch the ground over here. It's like something I've already done. I mean, this thing where you wall slide across. I think that's one of my biggest criticisms of this game. Because you can agree or disagree on whether or not the Skinner box stuff should take precedent over gameplay. I personally wish that the gameplay, your input was more important in a more traditional metroidvania way, as opposed to a sort of a grind fest where honestly your skill tree's progression is probably the primary progression gate, and as you finish up your skill tree, you really are gaining the ability to beat the entire game hilariously faster because you just get so powerful so fast. And so if you try to rush ahead, you actually will just not stand a chance. Like, that's... people disagree with some of that or agree with it from person to person, that's fine. But I think we can all agree that the game could use some more level variety. Because when you're in the same run and you encounter the same rooms over and over again and you do the same platforming puzzle that you just did a moment ago, that's really unfortunate. You generally don't want to see the same rooms repeating during the same run. Because one of the points of having procedural generation is to have like tons of replayability, but it doesn't really feel like replayability if there's not enough content to fulfill that. You run the risk of going into No Man's Sky territory where it's like, wow, it's infinitely playable, and it's like, but every planet feels the same. They're all different. They don't feel different, but they are different technically, and that's important. That's the important part. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not the important part. They should all feel different, otherwise it doesn't matter that they all technically are different. And that's why a lot of people didn't like No Man's Sky, as it turns out. I'm not alone in my opinions, that's for sure. Although games that are... I'm not someone who plays roguelikes generally very much in the first place, so I don't have a ton of experience with them, but the ones that I do know that are known for having tons of variety are often ones that are supported by like years of updates. People tend to praise specifically, I think, I almost said Super Meat Boy, that's completely wrong. Binding of Isaac and FTL, and those both got years of support. In fact, Binding of Isaac still keeps getting re-released over and over again to a point that's just, frankly, just kind of sounds annoying to me. But you know, you guys do you with your game. I'm not a fan of Binding of Isaac just because I don't find the core gameplay particularly satisfying, and then that's kind of a deal breaker. You kind of have to like the basic idea of the game if you're going to keep playing it, and I never really did. So that was the end for me. So I think this is one of the first, this might be one of the first endless areas I wandered into, and at the time I didn't really have a goal. In fact, I think at the time I couldn't necessarily even continue exploring it because I didn't have my navigation skills, but now I do. Boy, they're mad at me. Let's keep going. Oh, I missed the thing. It really is the same room. So, just for the crap. So just for the record, I just finished doing a monologue rant or whatever about lack of variety. And here I am doing the exact same room for the third time this run. Just in case we weren't clear about that. I literally, like, by the time I finished talking about it, I was already doing it again. Okay, so that was a mistake. Trying to do that was a mistake because it just led to me getting destroyed along the way. Oh my god, the horde has reached peak hordeness. I just need to grab it. Did I grab it? Okay, so that's all that mattered. I got the high density bullets. Now I can just die, which I will. Here it comes. I'm trying to last as long as I can by just jumping around like a lunatic, but I don't have a ton of faith. Come on, shield regeneration. I am so dead. Yeah, there it goes. I done did it died, because I'm dead. Yeah, that was inevitable. At the moment I saw them pile up, I'm like, oh, this is the hardest endless one of the zone, so I'm screwed, is what's gonna happen. I was pretty much resigned to my fate at that point. That's fine, though, because I think I finished the zone. It's unfortunately... Well, no, we're already loading in, so I can just walk over there and check for sure. I can just walk into the zone real quick, and I'll know whether or not it finished or not. 40,000 is a lot. Alright, Life Absorb 2, Golden Charm rank 2. Still like those ones, yeah. Whoa, look at all those glowy bits. Okay, Shield Absorb rank 2. Regain 15% of your max shield every time you kill an enemy. Increases your shield downtime by 1.75 seconds. So, the shield downtime is only increasing, but I'm getting more and more regeneration per kill. Potentially useful for enemy horde fights. Definitely a deal breaker for main boss fights, because you don't really get kills usually. Shield Piercer. Lowers your shield regeneration rate by 40%. I believe it was previously 50%, so it's slowly getting lower. Interesting. I wonder what the max... Well, it seems like maximum rank might only be rank 3, though, at which point it's, what, like 30%? It would, it'd be a significantly reduced penalty, at least, yeah. Sharp Edge. Increases melee damage by 25% while decreasing your health by 25%. Didn't it used to give me... I wish you could view previous ranks to just refer to how much your upgrade was. I think it used to give you a 20% bonus while losing 40% of your health. It might have been 2020 though. In fact, yeah, it might have been. They might just be perfectly even with each other. That's possible. Nemesis. Yeah, they drop more shards, but they are stronger. The numbers just getting more penaltier. This one's the new one. Harvester, rank 2. Regain 3% of damage as health every time you hit an enemy. Reduces your armor to -20. Whoa. Regain 3% of your damage as health every time you hit an enemy. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So my other skill has me gaining 2% of my max health every time I kill an enemy. 2% of my max health is not a lot at all. That's 1 for every 100, so it's like... But no, it's 2 for every 100, so it's in the ballpark of like 15 health every time I kill an enemy. Meanwhile, this is 30% of my damage every time I hit anyone. My damage is not as high. This is basically like saying you'll regain like 4 hit points every time you hit an enemy, but I hit enemies a lot. Like a 4-hit combo... A 4-hit combo of attacking will cause me to heal a lot. I'd be basically regaining like 12 health per combo, but then if I'm hitting a horde of enemies, I'm regaining like a gargantuan amount of health potentially. The problem is I'm losing 20 armor, and my armor is what? 33, so I'm losing most of my armor, so I might suddenly be taking tons of damage. I could test it out just to try it out, but the trade-off might be really severe. Shield Overdrive. Your shields constantly regenerate, but they regenerate 88% slower. Boy, oh boy. So it completely removes the delay for shield regeneration, but it regenerates so slowly. That's terrifying. But it might be valid, especially with the higher rank version, perhaps. Unless the regeneration rate... I assume the regeneration rate's going to get better with each rank, though, so the higher rank versions actually might be pretty cool. In fact, making your character only have shields and having shield flasks and then having that might be pretty valid. Assassin rank 2 increases the chance of landing critical hits by 15% while reducing health by 25%. Bullet Transfabricator. Ammo regenerates every 30 seconds, reduces melee damage by 25%. Boy. So the good news is you can use ammo with relative frequency, but not like rapid fire or anything, but you're going to take a big hit on melee. High density bullets rank 1 increases your cannon's damage by 20% and reduces cannon's ammo capacity by -2. So, less ammo, but you might combine that with the regeneration. So if you want to do like a cannon build, you could do some serious damage potentially. But there's some cost and payoff. I'm going to try Harvester. We'll see as I enter the next zone if it's even valid or not. I'm going to keep Golden Charm, I think. Let's see. So last time, what was I going towards? Actually, let's not spend anything yet. I'm not going to spend anything yet. Let's check the map real quick. Did I finish the zone? Things look pretty finished. So I think I'm done with this zone. It's time to move on to the third zone. But first, it's time to destroy a shard. And oh hey, you can see the bosses I've defeated there. Well, that makes it pretty clear how far along we are then, now that I can see that. So I'm going to go down to the furnace, and I'm going to destroy the shard we have gained. And then I'm going to come back up here and find what new ability I've gained access to that is probably some sort of game changer, because so far all the ones I've gotten for destroying shards have basically been game changers. And then I'll proceed to check out what I can buy throughout my entire skill tree for my own purposes. The caverns change every time you die. I don't know if they even change every time you die. I think they just change every time I load around. Like if I load the left cavern, then the bottom cavern, then the left cavern again, it probably changes just from that. Not necessarily when I die. There we go. Can't believe I did the same platforming puzzle 3 times. Why am I breaking these for loot? Yeah, it's garbage loot. Move on with my life. But that was pretty rough when in one run I did the same thing where you like jump against the opposite wall, slide down, jump across and warp. Ooh, look, you got the hidden treasure. Doing that 3 times in one run, it's like, oh, come on, man. This kind of game needs more rooms than that. Gonna have to ask you to all to leave so I can do this zone without you interfering. At all of you? Okay. I don't think he likes it when I do that. I have 50,000 right now. Oh my goodness. That's just so much. How has this happened? Loading kind of slowly. There we go. I was like, we're just going back here, man. I thought it was already loaded in. Okay. Down here. What's this guy? Your downward air attack deals extra damage. Okay, kind of vague, but I'll grab it because why not? Let's just grab all these as we go. I mean, it's objectively a good thing, but I'm not really heavily using the downward air attack, admittedly. Let's reacquaint ourselves real quick. What was I planning on buying? I already bought that. Let's see, there's everything over here, wasn't it? There's an energy up here. Right, I was going towards you next. There's one more energy for me. This was the other... Oh, that's bonus luck, not a bonus perk. I don't really have immediate access to a bonus luck, do I? So I feel like my first goal is to get to this energy as fast as possible. Unless I want to get this, this was a crit, wasn't it? Damage of your crits. Yeah. Let's get over there then. That's another bonus to critical damage. Now we do double damage whenever we crit. To get here as fast as possible now. So 1, 2. I can do... From here I can go 1, 2, 3. Or I can go 1, 2, 3. That's 4. So the fastest way is up through here. Am I gonna make it? I made it. So now we have 6 energy pips. And now I'm just buying stuff. So Legion's Roar. You can let in crits with those things, sure. That's another major thing there. Did I forget anything over here? I think I finished everything over here. Oh, crap. That's another bonus damage to your critical hits. I forgot that's what I was doing. Ah, that's fine. I got the other one. And I saved up a ton of shards and got all sorts of crazy stuff, so that's fine. We're doing pretty good. It is easy to lose track of where you have gone here. Alright, so I'll just continue to go towards these major pips, and then if I somehow have a gargantuan overflow, I'll continue to buy all of the individual things. Although, maybe I won't. No, at that point I might save them intentionally, because while I could fill in every little spare pore here, as I go down here, I'll slowly unlock the other abilities, and the more I spend on these individual pips along the way, the more expensive they get. So I'll actually be making it slower for me to progress into these other trees as they unlock. So I'll probably want to unlock those trees before I buy too much other stuff, so I can get into their powerful abilities more quickly. For example, any potential ability to get, like, say, a bonus health regenerate. My third perk, for example, would be useful. Health charm, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna try Harvester. I don't have a ton of faith in it, honestly, but we'll see. Let's go try out the zone on the right. What could go wrong? And at some point, I'll get around to trying to search for whether or not there's there is like a hidden Elder Shard fragment in the bottom zone. But I'm not in a big hurry to spend large chunks of time exploring the zone where everyone dies in one hit and rubbing my face on walls until I find a secret that may or may not exist, because I'm not sure yet. So we're going to go off into the third zone, which I think is the last zone. Yeah, it even says the first 3 bosses can be beaten in any order. That's a pretty clear meaning, I think. It seems to pretty clearly explain that this game has 3 zones with 3 bosses, and then when you finish all of that, you can then beat the game by fighting the last boss. That seems to be the implication. Alright, so now I have the ability to regenerate health pretty well, at the cost of dying faster, so will I make good use of that? Who knows? Oh, you guys explode. That's a weird loot item. Floaty balls with loot item now. Okay. What's down here? Passageway to the Valkyrie base. Oh, that stuff hurts me. Careful. Ah! Oh, it's a giant bubble. It's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Have I not been down here before? Woo! Dude, these death zones are mean. Look how big they get. Do they just keep going forever, or do they eventually get smaller, or what? Oh hey, it's the previous enemies. Weird how they're still around. You would just expect new enemies to show up in these zones. They are new variations, though, because that guy with the, that guy making squares is doing something that the boss version did, as opposed to anyone else. Oh, this goes to the other zone. So that's how you get to the crappy starting zone that we don't have a reason to go back to right now. Going that way might technically unleash a new path on the map, but I'm not in a big hurry to deal with another loading screen right now, to be honest. I hear a glitter zone, but I haven't learned to recognize what they look like yet. Oh, nope. I was thinking in terms of there being a secret wall, but not this time. Hello, weird loot cluster room. Oh, another one, wow. Yeah, this is just one of those rooms that has 3 loot clusters in it, just hanging out, doing its thing. Thank you. And that guy even jumped over to me and died, so that was very nice of him, too. It's a Tulk's cultist. Maintaining the ongoing thing where Lovecraft likes to name things in a way where you can't pronounce it, basically. It's like, I don't know, a bunch of consonants together. That's pretty much the secret. You want to make an unpronounceable name, just don't put any vowels in it. Because if it doesn't have vowels, they're like, that's the part where sounds happen. That's basically how speaking works, as far as I can tell, is that when you speak, you make vowel noises, and that's where the actual sounds happen. And then the consonants are just like accents added to the vowel sounds. So if you just don't have vowel sounds, you essentially don't have words. Like you just have nothing to work with at that point. That's your secret to writing your weird Lovecraft names if you want. Just add a lot of apostrophes and consonants in a row. Like CTH and stuff like that. It's like, what does that mean? A significant portion of the audience has decided that it means that it's pronounced Cthulhu, but like South Park pronounced it Cthulhu. But really, the secret is that you can't pronounce it for real, and you only pretend to pronounce it, I think, is how it works. I think. Still haven't gotten around to reading them. I have a copy of Lovecraft's works now, but it's a gargantuan book, and I got crap to do, frankly. How do I get back up there? Not over here, apparently. Oh, here we go. I'm under attack right now. Considerable attack. Why can't I hurt you? Why was he... Is he protected? What was happening there? So what's going on right now is that I'm not really taking health. I don't really know how well my life leech works because I haven't taken health damage because these shields are... They're holding. I'm kind of just being hyper aggressive for a bit with the hopes of taking at least a little health damage so I can then try to watch it heal. But they're not doing a very good job at taking me out. Oh yeah, you can actually... Yeah, you can actively watch how much my green goes back up. So basically, whenever my health goes down, I'll have to run away so that my shield can start regenerating. But then see how fast my health can regenerate. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty fast health regen. It makes me more reliant on my shields, though, because I need my shields to be up so I can defend myself against the fact that I'm in trouble. I'm not sure how I feel about it entirely. It is a fast health regen system, but it also opens me up to taking faster damage, which is then makes me require the healing more. And then it starts becoming an argument where it sort of starts feeding into its own purpose at that point. But yeah, look at that health regen. It's not to be ignored. Oh, wind now, huh? Oh god, that's a strong wind. That is a strong wind. I want the loot, but there's a murder cloud coming towards it. But my ability to traverse seems limited around here. There's a lot of these things around here that you're clearly going to be able to use at some point because they're freaking everywhere. But for the moment, they don't work yet. I don't have the right ability, which must be one of these guys up here. Like that guy? Or that guy? But now, in addition to everything else, I have to worry about the game hitting me with like a strong wind current that disallows me to move around well. Also, that's 3 healing items all in a row. What the heck? This further supports the idea that whenever I have not used any of my healing items yet, this game seems to suddenly just start spamming me with healing items for some reason. Oh wait, though, in this case, though, I'm trying to formulate thoughts while being swarmed with enemies. Oh my god. A little overloaded right now. Rain. Ow. A bit much. Okay, I basically, like... Okay, now I'm dead. I had some kind of thought, and then I lost it, and then I was trying to retrieve it, and that mostly just led to me dying. What was I thinking about? Oh, god damn it. There's an overloading amount of stuff happening there. So yeah, I don't think I like this idea, so I think I'm gonna shy away from it. Hey, I can buy that upgrade. Click. Yeah, I don't think I want to use you. Harvester's a neat idea, and there's builds that probably help it, but I think I'm gonna stick with what I have for now.